Hey guys, I'm back again for another unboxing video. Okay, I'm so excited. These are cards that I received for Mother's Day. This is the Barbieri Zodiac Oracle cards by Barbara Moore. Artwork by Palio Barbieri, the name of the cards. Very beautiful deck. I've seen these a few times and I've been wanting to get them. I'm so excited. Yeah, I've been doing this since the beginning of the year, and why stop now? Like I said before, it's just fun. It's like, I look forward to every time I get a deck. And like I showed you guys Mother's Day on my social media, Instagram, the beautiful cards that I did receive. Okay, so it's a good shiny box, good quality. I know we go into a lot about talking about these things, but it's really important to read, learn about them, just like obviously with it, when we get a book, you know, and or a DVD or something that has, you know, like a little bit of illustration that we need to read about and understand it. You know, it's sometimes, not that I'm saying read the credits of a DVD, but you know, sometimes like information, you know, and how it was created, and okay, gives you a little bit more insight. Good guidebook. I don't want to go too much into the guidebook, but let's look at it together. Oh, shiny pages. I like shiny pages. You know what? Sometimes I scratched a page. I know this sounds crazy. I don't know why I'm sharing this, but I get like goosebumps. I'm like that. I'm like super, super sensitive. Like, do you ever get like that? And you get a chalkboard and you scratch? I don't know why I said that. Okay, but anyways, this is a good guidebook to read. Always read your guidebook, get to know it. And guess what? I have no scissor. Uh-oh. 1 second, guys. You see, something we should always have a scissor beside. Next time I will, I promise. Okay, sorry for the interruption. There are not very many cards, unfortunately. Book and 26 cards. So I guess because we only have 12 astrological signs, and it looks like that's all we have is astrological signs. I mean, I think they're very beautiful, just not sure on how to use them. That's why it would be a good idea to read through the book. Okay, we have Earth. Very pretty. Oh, now the artwork makes up for it. That's like a butterfly, I think. A butterfly wrapped up. Oh, Capricorn. That's different. Very mystical. Looks Capricornish, I guess. And let me just show you guys the back of these cards. They have the moon. Very mystical and extremely spiritual. This is a deck that I really have to get to know before I'll be able to use them. Oh my gosh, I'm loving the colors. The colors, you know what? The colors are making it just gorgeous. That's 12, the Pisces sign, the 12th sign of the zodiac, the fish. And if you know anything about astrology, you know that Pisces are highly psychic, and Neptune. Very unique. Very interesting. Aquarius. I've never seen these cards before. I'm not sure if I would be able to get a message from them, since Low Scarbio, I guess that's the publishing. Like I said, I've never heard of these cards. Taurus. That is very unique and very different. Mercury. Very intense at the same time. Some cards, I mean, they can be very mystical. You know, I'm always drawn to the cards that are like with the light, with positivity. Not that I'm saying these are negative, but I'm always looking at cards that have a lot of like shine to them. Venus. Venus is a planet of peace, beauty, and harmony. So Pluto, Scorpio, ruler of the Scorpio. Very different. You know, these are cards that you would probably use when you are doing an astrological reading. Gemini. If you know the astrological, I'm losing my words, astrology symbols and signs, you can use them for your, you know, for reading. Oh, here we go. Scorpio. There's Scorpio ladies out there. That's what I am. Scorpio. I love the color. You know, I'm very drawn to Scorpio. Mars. Another ruler of Scorpio is Mars. 17. Now, Mars is not necessarily the planet that, you know, people like try to avoid when there's retrogrades or anything to do with Mars, and when retrogrades go into something with Mars. And you know what? Mars is not that bad. It's just understanding them. Cancer. Understanding Mars, understanding what it represents. Cancer is ruled by the moon, okay? And Cancerans sometimes can, they can get very sensitive. Well, they are sensitive, I'm sorry. All the water signs are. But when Cancerans take things the wrong way, sometimes they can just close up like what the crab goes into shell. So you really, if you're a Canceran, you know, have to really be careful with like around this time of the year, because a lot of people kind of like get stirred up. These are like times when the energy is just heightened because of summer. Jupiter. I love Jupiter. So we're going to go with planets and Leo. Leo is a sign of the lion, ruler of the sun. And Leoans can have a lot of fierce energy, not negative energy, but they're very outgoing, and they're very out there, and they're like the entertainer of the zodiac. I love Leoans. They're like my favorite sign for friends, because my friends that are Leoans, we have a blast. I grew up with Leoans, and I'm a Scorpio. That's the beauty part about it. But it's a fixed sign, so automatically we have that bond or a connection. And you know what? That can make a good friendship. So it doesn't matter what your astrological sign is when it comes to making friends, because we have so many different houses in our chart, and sometimes each planet will represent something else, and it'll not contradict what your sun sign is, but you will get along with the sun sign that you're not supposed to. So don't base a love relationship especially on the astrological sign, if that makes sense, because a lot of people are like, well, I'm just going to give an example. He's a Virgo and I'm in Aries, and that's not supposed to get along. No, wrong, because there's other factors in both of your charts. I've done astrology charts for people in the past, and you'll be surprised that the ones that contradict the astrological is supposed to get along. They're supposed to connect. They will connect or they won't connect. So you'll be surprised that you shouldn't judge a soul connection based upon astrology. It's just an influence, just like when Mercury goes into retrograde, what happens? Things go a little haywire. When Venus goes into retrograde, things go a little bit haywire. In certain areas, love or communication, it's all about where you're at in your life and how to use it for your advantage. So to me, astrology is more about learning about yourself, about using it to your highest good, to use it for balancing things in your life. You have the will and the choice to make in your life. Nobody should base it upon, well, I can't go out of the house because my horoscope said that if I go out of the house, something bad is going to happen to me today. You know, take it with a grain of salt. You know, these things are like spread apart and they're for the collective in a sense. Now, not that I'm saying that that's good, but you need to follow your own guidelines. You need to follow what you feel in your heart. No, nothing is going to happen, and most likely nothing will happen, but go with caution. Go with whatever the message is. Sometimes a message is being brought to you. Maybe you shouldn't take it at that impulsive decision that you were going to do when you went out there, because you might make the wrong decision. Maybe you should wait upon it. You know, like something like that I can see. But some people are codependent on astrology or any type of energy that tells them what to do. Always follow what your heart says, what your mind is telling you. Sometimes that can be a little bit of a fight when you're feeling something and then your mind is saying, hey, you shouldn't listen to that. And an ego takes over. So take a deep breath. Relax. Really try to look into what your message is coming in, and you'll feel it right in your heart. I always say it's going to come to you in your heart, and that goes on with everything. A decision you're making about work, a decision you're making about change, moving, the relationship you're involved with. Don't follow so much what other people program you to believe, is what I'm trying to say. And I'm a strong believer on free will and us making our own choices. You know why? Because you guys can do it. We're all amazing. You're amazing, and we're all together. We're all amazing. Okay, so until next time, God bless.